I've been pondering this question all week, and it's about time we talked about it. Let's go. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here, just finishing my morning tea. This week, I have really been thinking, are these dailies ruining the game? That's the big question. That's the title of the video. That's what I want to hear from you guys about in the comments section. I want to have a discussion today about the daily quests in Raid Shadow Legends, because I don't think that anyone ever logs into Raid and is like, oh boy, I could go do my dailies. I don't think anybody says that. And I think that's a downfall of the game because, you know, I've been playing Marvel Snap a lot and I do look forward to those. Number one, they are way less. Way less. You get 2 missions is what they call them. You get 2 missions every 8 hours. And if you want to, you can use in-game resources to buy more. And they do a lot to progress your account. I don't feel like that in Raid. I don't feel like that at all. I feel like when I come in here and I have to go purchase an item from the market, it's a chore and not a joy. Like, nobody cares. Maybe you want the arena tokens if you're really into arena, okay? We can go summon a couple champions here this morning and see if we pop anything from the shards. But if there's not an event going on, you shouldn't be using good shards for that summon event. You should not. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I'll pop 2 sacreds here. That'll give me some points for the stupid Revenant's Path event. Maybe I'll spike a Lego. And I've managed to save up a bunch of sacreds, so I have some extras. Okay, we still get 2 epics, no worries. But the 10x, that's nice. You know, I would actually like to get some of the new champions from the new faction, but at the end of the day, we don't really need them. We'll be able to complete the new faction with just epics. You don't need legendaries there, okay? But what you do need to do, we were talking about this on stream yesterday, you need to start saving for your faction guardians. Absolutely you do. I don't have any dupes, but I do have 2 of this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling those in. I'm going to keep every copy of that 1 rare because we might need that rare. We might need that rare. So that's what I'm personally going to do. And, you know, you do what you need to do. I'm excited. Maybe next year we'll get the last faction, and then after that, they can always add another row. You know what I mean? Surprise, there's more factions. Because that's the main thing with Raid, is getting new champions. So let me go ahead and pause here and pull up a list of things that I want to show you, and I'll explain that in a minute. Actually, before we get there, I just want to mention this victory pack that popped today. I'm not sure if I actually remember to post this in my Discord, but this is an okay offer. I would not be buying things like this. This is like a 3.5 stars on my rating scale. Like, it's decent. It's not bad, but you're talking like $16 sacred shards, $2.50 on the void shards. You know, a little bit extra. It's just like a little bit more on all of them than I want to pay. So like 3.5 stars. I would just not be buying that. We have Black Friday coming up, which is probably going to be ridiculous. And the last thing I want to say is, like, the missions to me feel different than the quests. Okay? I'm very excited to get Gomlock and then get Ramontu. Okay? So I am really committed to that, okay? And I feel like those are different. The daily quests, they just don't feel meaningful to me. Like, tell me that I'm wrong. Now, if you're under level 100, the XP on all of these is super important. It's super important, okay? And some of them don't take a lot of time, right? Like, if in the day, you're probably going to use 50 energy. You don't have to go out of your way to do that. increasing the champions level in the tavern is annoying to me. I would say that's one of my least favorite things to do. And honestly, I don't understand why we have to do it. I don't understand why we have to do this every day. I don't think that's something you should be doing every day. Making artifact and accessory upgrades every day, like, that's just a way to get you to waste your silver. But it can be productive, you know, like, come in here and, like, find something that could be good. Or you pick a champion and you level it up. Okay, that's definitely a sell. We're looking for speed, or at worst, crit rate there. Defense percent and attack percent, they don't play well together. So it's not that some of these take a long time, right? Now, using your keys in Faction Wars, that's a good one. That's a good one. Fighting in tag, I don't know. Man, I just have not wanted to do it lately, and I like tag more than most people. Defeating a Faction War boss, I mean, I just come in here and I come down to stage 7 and I use 2 keys. And then I burst through this. That's what I do. You know, you can run stage 21 if you want to also. I kind of would like auto stage 21 teams. I have them for most factions, but not all. Like the Skinwalkers, I have not put effort into doing that because I don't have time. Okay? So here's the main thing with this question. Should we be spending all of our time in the game doing these daily quests? Should we be spending our time doing these daily quests? Because I feel like, for me, that's obviously not the thing that's enjoyable about this game. That's not the thing that's enjoyable, okay? The thing that's enjoyable is probably different for other people. So tell me in the comments below what is enjoyable for you. But for me, it's building new champions, okay? And this is the thing that I was, trying to pause the video for. But if we just, like, scroll down, okay? I know I have a lot of champions, right? I get it. But just take a look, okay? And this is just from the last, like, week and a half, 2 weeks. I got Soulless on the 10x. I got Green Warden on the Guaranteed this past, the Guaranteed for Stultus. So I got also Stultus. And then here's the Fusion. All 4 of these are amazing champions. I have not had time to build them, play with them, test them in teams, like, enjoy them at all. And if we come look in my vault, you're going to see that that's true for the majority. Like, when have you ever seen me use a Beauregard? Never. Okay? I have 2 of them built. Why? I don't know. I'm sure there were reasons, and then there was too much to do in the game, right? I like this guy. I played around with him a little bit. I built a Bess, never used her. I built, what is this guy's name? Not Skathix. Anyway, you guys are probably telling me, you're shouting at me in the comments. I know who that champion is. I don't know. I can't remember his name. Scartorsis. I got it. One of my best combos, one of my favorite things to do in the game is Astralon and Lix. And they both sit in my vault. Okay? You know, we could just go down and down the list. Like, I never used Lord Chamfort, built him. I never used Katoon. Suzerain Katoon, never used him. I was very excited to do some stuff with man, I'm just botching on all the names today. Snick Track. I hope you're enjoying this. And it can just go on and on and on. Now, some of them I built for stupid stuff. Like, we built and tested Franix and Mask Fearmonger as, like, a one-day thing. They weren't good. It's fine. Like, that doesn't bother me. Okay? But if we come down here, we have all these 50s. And if they're at 50, then the goal was to take them to 60. Okay? And so, there's just... Think about this past year. We've had fusion after fusion after fusion, more fusions than any other year. And number 2, more summon events than I can ever remember, right? So we're constantly getting new champions, and because of the time it takes in the day to do your dailies, do you even have time to enjoy them? For me, it's definitely a no. For me, it's definitely a no. But, you know, I do spend money on the game, so maybe it's just spenders. Maybe free-to-play people have it better off, you know? Unlock a mastery for a champion? I don't know. I always hated this mission because I feel like it forces you to play the game in a way that you don't want to. But I thought that I had saved someone. Where's Jamarsa? I'm pretty sure I have masteries prepped on Jamarsa. Wait, was that masteries on both of these? I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, the Dark Aethels or Dark Elhanes, that was blessings, not masteries. What I like to do in order to make that mission less terrible is I like to come in here. I guess we'll go to the stream overlay. I like to come in here and just do one mastery at a time for a champion that I don't use very often or I'm not prepared to use, right? So I got all of her masteries and then I just sit on them, right? And I unlock one per day, right? And so the dailies, what they do is they do get you these resources, which is nice, especially if you're low spender, free to play. And maybe this is just people who spend have more to do in the game. I don't know. So that's why I need to hear from you guys on this. But I'm just telling you legitimately, I've been thinking about skipping my dailies. I've been thinking about skipping it, you know, because at least some of them, between the Iron Twins Fortress, if you're doing that, between Hydra, Clan Boss, all of your dailies, and Doom Tower, right? We know that the time in the game takes a long time. We know that. And I think that Raid needs to do things to reduce our time in the game so that we can do the things we want to do. I want to do things in the game. I want to build teams. I want to mess around with new champions. Most days I do not have time for that. Even if I was a full-time content creator, I would still have trouble finding time to do that because of how long the dailies take to do in Raid. And this is not a video talking about the time in the game. This is focused on what are those tasks we need to do, and is it worth our time to do them? And I just don't think that it is. Don't think that it is. You know, the other day, I did some fights in 3v3, right? These were single-person defenses. It took me an hour to do, I want to say, 2 refills. 2 or 3 refills against one-person defenses. It took me an hour. That was not enjoyable. I mean, getting the rewards is nice. We were double dipping with the tournament and everything. But just clicking through and letting it auto fight, like that's not like, oh boy, I'm getting so excited about that. So I don't know, maybe it's just because I have everything beaten. Again, I want to hear from you guys in the comments below because I think that this is a lot of people and not just me. I think this is a lot of people and not just me, but I need confirmation on this. So I am thinking about skipping some daily missions. I'm thinking about skipping them. And I don't know if that is the right thing to do. I was trying to get a hold of my dude Snurry, who is like the best low spend player that I know of. He's super dedicated in his low spend journey. I was just talking with him last night on stream. So Snurry, if you're watching this, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. I was trying to find you to message you before I recorded this video, but I couldn't figure out how to message you. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go do some more dailies. And, you know, just click through the normal Doom Tower, which I keep forgetting. Hopefully I didn't run out of time. Thank you for watching. I'm MtgJedi. Have a great day. And I forgot to switch back to the full screen. Oh well, I'm sure it was fine. Right? Right. Have a great day. See you later.